Hello there and welcome to ELN100. I would like to take a moment to share a few of my experiences that led from teaching English within the face-to-face classroom to becoming an instructional designer for online courses. I work as an instructional designer at Rio Salado College. However, it was not long ago that I was teaching English in the classroom. My journey to teaching online began more out of necessity than anything else. As an advanced placement English teacher, it was a yearly rite of passage for incoming junior AP students to do two things: complete summer work in preparation for their junior AP English course, and participate in AP study sessions outside of school hours to prepare for the annual high-stakes AP exam. So, that meant AP teachers were simply expected to facilitate those as part of their teaching assignment. Both are invaluable, but require much time and planning on the AP teacher's part. At a time when I had just begun to study educational technology, as I was working toward my master's degree, I decided that the summer work that I had put together for my students was simply not enough to really prepare them for entering my class in the fall, at least at the level where I wanted them to be. I used the same required readings, but I completely redesigned the summer work to incorporate several of the online learning techniques that I had been studying. The final product was essentially a short online course that utilized a free online discussion board and email. So, at the end of those students' sophomore year, when all of the AP teachers were distributing their summer reading books and the photocopied handouts and questions, I provided my students with their novels and a single piece of paper introducing myself, letting them know that the summer work was indeed required, and a URL for them to access the summer work for my course. The results were amazing. Throughout the summer, the students read those novels, shared their reactions on the discussion board, and more importantly, and to my surprise, engaged in a long-term discussion about what they liked, what was good and bad about the reading, and they applied literary terminology to their critique. And they were more than prepared to discuss and write about the readings on the first day back to school in the fall. Also, they had my email address to ask questions that they were too embarrassed to ask within the discussion boards throughout the summer. What made the difference? I think first of all, the fact that it was like an online course caught their interest initially. But more importantly, the social aspect of the summer work forced reluctant students to become involved. Those students did not want to be left out, especially when they could actually see just how far behind they would be if they didn't do that reading or if they weren't involved in the discussions. I eventually used the same concept to create a hybrid study session for later in the school year, so that students could participate in the outside of school online portion of the study session at a time that was most convenient within their busy schedules. Most had other AP study sessions, participated in sports, and had jobs. They very much appreciated the flexibility, and I took care of the most crucial aspects of the study sessions during the school day. By this time, I was completely drawn to the value in creating student-centered instruction that takes advantage of the most current production and communication technologies, and eventually came to Rio Salado as an instructional designer. Good luck as you practice producing similar activities for your own students, both online and in person. Whether you eventually teach strictly online or remain with only in-person courses, I hope that you will see the same benefits that I have experienced over the past several years by taking advantage of new technologies to make teaching and learning more student-centered.